Hi, and welcome back to Old School Rhythm and Blues Guitar. It is time for the classic R&B guitar solo for the months of July through September 2018. And this time around for my lesson, I'm going to show you the guitar solo played by Renee on Larry Williams's recording of Bad Boy. And this is one of my all-time favorite R&B guitar solos. Rather than play it all the way through, I am just going to take it one phrase at a time. It's up to you to listen to the original recording if you want to see what I'm doing. This saves us time, and it saves me a lot of time trying to rehearse these things and play them perfectly for you. So anyway, the song Bad Boy is in the key of B flat, and he's going to go into the solo with this bass run, and I'm just going to take it one phrase at a time and break this down for you. So the first lick that you hear goes something like this. So what he's doing, if you play in the key of B flat, you've got this little scale here starting on the 6th fret of the 6th string to the 4th fret of the 5th string, 6th fret of the 5th string, and 7th fret of the 5th string. So what he's doing, and there's my B flat first position bar chord, he's going to slide from the 1st fret of the 6th string to the 4th fret. That's the first lick. And then he does it again. And each time he pauses, he puts a little vibrato on there. So I'm basically going 1 to 4 on the 6th string, doing it again, going to the 6th fret of the 6th string, to the 4th fret of the 5th string, and back to the 6th fret of the 6th string, which is our B flat. So one more time, that first lick. And I can't tell, when he does that, does he slide and just hold it on like that, or does he slide and then pick that B flat note? You can listen to it and see what you decide, but something like that. Slide again. And then he goes, let's take that from the beginning again. So now he's going from the 4th fret to the 6th fret on the 6th string. So let's put it all together. And then he's going to do this. Something like that, where he's going, climbing from the 6th fret of the 6th string to the 4th fret of the 5th string, and then bending the 6th fret of the 5th string. So we got this. Follow the tab on this rather than me going through and breaking down every note. I think I'll drive you crazy with that. So let's play that whole first part one more time slowly. And then he does something like this, where he's going to climb again from the 6th fret of the 6th string to the 4th fret of the 5th string. And then that last little bend, he's going to bend up and then bring it back down and just let it hang there. So let's try that again, the whole thing so far. And that's the first part. That is the bass part. And so he plays the first part of the solo in that little bass area right there, which is really between the 4th and the 6th frets on the 5th and the 6th and the 5th strings. Check the tab and you'll see exactly where I'm playing if you're not following along here. So that's the first part of the solo, all played on the 6th and the 5th strings. Now he's going to go into the first position blues box in B flat. So he does something like this. And what I hear is he's going to slide from the 6th fret of the 5th string to the 8th fret, and then climb 6, 8 on the 4th string, and then to the 6th fret of the 3rd string. So we got this. One more time. And then right here he goes into some kind of double stop lick. I think he's playing this. And what I'm doing is keeping my first finger on the 6th fret of the 2nd string, using my pinky and my ring finger on the 9th and 8th frets of the 3rd string. And then bending up twice. And then kind of choking off that last one. So the whole lick goes like this. So let's do the whole solo so far so you can see where this all fits in. And then right away he plays this. Just a quick lick in that first position blues box, starting from the 8th fret of the 4th string to the 6th fret of the 3rd string. Does a quick, picks it twice as he's bending and letting it down. And then back and forth between the 8th fret and the 6th fret of the 4th string. So like this. So let's do the whole solo to that point. Now here is what I think is the trickiest part of the solo. He's going to go, what I hear, to the bass note on the 8th fret of the 5th string. And he plays something like this. Whoops. And then gets, I think he's getting the 8th fret of the 4th string before he goes to the 4, which is the 6th fret of the 5th string. So the song, let's just go back and break this down real quick. The 3-chord progression in B flat, E flat, and F. So F is our 5. So the song is going from the 5 to the 4 to the 1 as this part of the solo comes in. So he's playing over the 5. So let me do that again. Something like that. I can't play this real well. I'd have to rehearse this a bunch, but I'm showing you what I think he's doing. So he's starting over the 5, and then to the 4. Listen to the original recording to hear exactly how he's picking that. He's picking pretty fast. And then I hear this little bass run before he goes back to the 1. I think he's playing from the 6th fret of the 4th string. Whoops. And then pulling off from the 8th to the 6th on the 5th string. 9th fret of the 6th string, back to our B flat, which is our 6th fret. So the whole thing, try to play it slowly. He does something like that at the end. It's more like this. He throws a little lick there at the end before the song goes back into the 1. But what I think he's playing are those bass notes. So the bass note of the 5 chord, which would be our F. So that's an F. And then to the bass note of the 4 chord, which is going to be our E flat. And then a little run. Back to the 1. Something like that. You might be sliding it into that. You listen to it and see what you think. But I think that's what he's playing. So the solo for Bad Boy, I think, is really interesting because he starts out in this bass. If you listen to some of the early Beatles stuff where George Harrison is playing leads, a lot of times he uses that same scale. I wonder if he was influenced by listening to those Larry Williams record, the original Bad Boy, which of course the Beatles later copied. But this is the original. So I'm going to try to play the whole solo through slowly one more time. Again, listen to the original recording. This is the whole point of this. I'm just kind of showing you what he's playing, and then you can practice it, get good at it. something very, very close to that. So anyway, there is our solo lesson for the months of July through September 2018. Just showing you what he's doing on that solo and how he's playing it. I'll come back again right before the new year with another classic solo lesson. If you have any questions or comments or any requests for future lessons, make sure you let me know. And I will see you again in a few months.